Hey Internet, I'm Chaz.
And I'm Dan. Welcome to Wine is Serious Business. I think this is 279. We're coming out of our period of numerical uncertainty. We've got Matt joining us again for another show. He was hanging out. We're like
2 times in a row.
Yeah. Shoot the show with us. Why not? It's more fun. It's more fun with more friends all the time,
It's
right?
true.
Yeah.
We got an interesting show lined up tonight. Chaz picked these 3 bottles out. I'll let him tell you about them.
Yeah, so I came back from Colorado recently on vacation and was looking for Colorado wine. Unfortunately, this time I flew there instead of driving, so I wasn't able to bring back the amount of alcohol I wanted to bring, beer and wine. So I only brought back 1 bottle. So I found this 2011 Dry Riesling, which I'll pour. It's Settembre Cellars 2011 Dry Riesling from Grand Valley, AVA in Colorado.
It's Settembre with 2 T's.
Is that how you pronounce it? Oh wow, that's a big
Spell
pour.
Typically no, but...
Chaz is getting drunk today.
Yeah, it's okay. Chaz isn't working.
Question of the day, does Settembre have 2 T's in it?
That one
So-
does.
So I found this bottle, and then when I was down in Roseburg a couple weeks prior, I picked up this Melrose Riesling that we're going to do second to share with Dan because I just thought it was kind of fun. And then this bottle of Trisaetum has been staring me in the face for the last 4 years or something, 5 years. I want to drink it.
I checked.
So,
We did this on a show in 2011.
Yeah.
So, it's not that often that we revisit something on the show, but it's kind of interesting. We've got a range. We had a range of vintages already. We're like, let's throw an aged one in there. Let's see how it goes.
Correct.
Yeah, you may have remembered that show by the mixer that was in the background.
It's true. Yeah, you were probably there for that. Yeah, I was totally.
It's right on the floor right in front of us.
Yeah, I was totally in your place. So here we go. Settembre Cellars 2011 Dry Riesling.
All right. And this was kind of a pricey bottle. So I think it was like a $30 bottle of wine.
Spoiling it for us
Wow.
right now. No.
Well, you don't often see New World Riesling.
Sure.
Being
Like these
right?
guys. Well, both these guys in Brooks are definitely up
Yeah.
in that.
Correct.
Yeah,
but this Pashey I think was like $22 or $23 a bottle
at
at
the time.
least. And the Melrose is cheaper than that. So
Yeah.
I just spilled on myself already and I haven't taken a sip.
Nice.
It's a good
So
night.
I
It's a
don't
good
know if
night.
this is something not aging so well or storage or something, but this one's a little skunky.
Well, so it's interesting though. It subsides quite a bit when you swish it. Like,
Oh, really?
smell this here. Like,
It's definitely much lower in that big glass.
I got that stank at first and I was like,
you want
wow,
to
this is
switch over
horrible.
to Orgio stems?
No.
Okay.
You guys get a second sniff.
Yeah, we'll just try it out of that glass. So, right.
Well, that does smell cleaner.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, it's got sort of like the bruised apple-y thing a little bit.
And the sulfur at
Oh,
first,
yeah.
like that, like really
As
like
I'm
surf-
swishing it, it does come off a little
Yeah,
bit.
really quickly too. Because the first smell I was like, wow, this is gonna be awful. But then
Yeah.
like now it's like smells pretty good.
So there you go. If you got a bottle of this, open it up a little bit.
Yeah, maybe give it the Molly Duke or shake.
We'll see.
Decant it,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, decant would probably be a good move.
But yeah, it's strongly apple flavors, maybe a
Oh,
little bit
yeah.
of bruised characteristic, a little bit of white pears, and
A little honey action going on
Yeah,
too.
a little honey.
Man, when we were checking these to see if they were corked and the same thing, I was super down on them. Like
Yeah.
this is gonna be hard, but
But it smells good now.
it's
yeah.
going off. It's all
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Really quickly too. So
Wow, and it's definitely blown off the palate too.
yeah.
When I first tried it, it was rough there as well. Apple flavor showing in. It's got like a little creaminess to
Yeah,
it.
there's like a butteriness coming in on like the first hit.
And not so much like Leezy, right? Like I have some Rieslings that have.
That vanilla lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is more like it's almost like it's kind of oaky, but not. It's not oak, obviously, but like
Yeah.
it's got that like characteristic without the sort of like astringency that oak brings. It's more the butter side of it than anything.
Wonder if it had like gone to like a partial mallow or something.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
I would guess not, but for whatever that's worth, I'm not sure what's going on.
I can see some of the creaminess. There is sort of like a weird sort of like in a good way, like almost like I want to call it herbal, but I wouldn't call it herbal.
Totally.
In the finish, it reminds me of like parsley rather than like maybe like a rosemary or something or a basil. Really kind of adds a little bit of lift to the apple flavors that are there initially. Kind of cool wine.
It's 100% Colorado grown.
Which is cool. We always like to do that, man. That is a pet peeve of mine. Like when I'm trying wine in new states or like not big famous wine producing states, just to find out that they got a semi full of bulk stuff from Washington in.
Right.
And I'm like, that's one thing, and maybe it's good for the local market, but I love it when people are trying to work with their climate, their soil, getting to know what grapes grow well in their region.
You know what else is 100% Colorado grown?
What?
Coors Light.
There you go.
There
shekels raining down.
No.
Awesome.
Back talking about Colorado Riesling, pretty straightforward. I don't know. I feel like since it took a while to open up, that maybe it has suffered a little bit from age. I feel like its best days are maybe behind it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not that familiar with the wine. 82 points for me right now. Kind of drinkable. I can find some enjoyable elements about it, but there's nothing that's really compelling me to get into it more. That said, I'm pumped they're growing Riesling in Colorado.
Yeah, right.
and
Very
we're
mountainous
just
region.
trying more. Yeah.
I like it a little more than Dan. I think there are some good characteristics to the palate. I think the funkiness. It's good that we at least waited for the funkiness to go away, or
Yes.
maybe we smelled it
Yes.
out of this glass in particular. 85 points for me. I just like there's a little bit of complexity there, but overall it's a pretty simple wine. So
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
what do you think about it?
I enjoyed it. I would again, it's not like my favorite thing in the world by any means, but I would say like 84 probably, because it's just one of those things that's enjoyable and it's it's easy to drink. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's unlike the first smell. The first smell was intense, but
So tell us a story about Melrose. Are they one of the old wineries in southern Oregon, or are they new?
I have no
It's also like early-
You got a big pour. Sorry about that.
early 90s TV drama.
Melrose Place. Terrible. So yeah, it doesn't say on the back, but I don't know how long Melrose has been around.
Okay.
But the Melrose is a community with like kind of a suburb of Roseburg almost. If you could say
sure.
Roseburg had suburbs.
Yeah.
It's just a farming community off the southwest end, I think, of Roseburg. And this winery in particular, I've been following because we have had some good Rieslings, some of their late harvest Rieslings. I've found rather compelling, honestly. They're kind of good.
Cool.
So when I stopped in, I always ask, you got the late harvest Riesling. Often they do not have it in the tasting room to taste, but they had this, the 2013 estate grown Riesling from Umpqua Valley, and I didn't think it was terrible. I was like, wow, this is nice.
Yeah.
So it's not often that you get good Riesling out of Southern Oregon, and so I was like, oh, let's.
And I can see even on
Take a
the
chance.
rinse, I can see why they talk to you about it, because this definitely is not dry, right? Like this is definitely edging into the sweeter thing. Not that I really mind that.
There's only 540 cases produced.
Yeah,
There it is.
fairly low.
Wine label trivia.
Actually, that's quite a bit. 540 is
Wow, the nose smells awesome. I think
540 is pretty up there.
that smells awesome.
That's nuts, actually.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really good depth on the nose here.
You get like a hint of the petrol coming out at the end there, like a little bit.
So this is one thing.
Smell this.
I'm sorry, I'm changing glass.
all right.
Crazy how much different it is out of an Oregon Pinot glass.
Yeah.
So a little bit earthy, a little bit apple peel on the front end, but I'm getting this awesome burst of like young peaches and like icy stream and rocks.
Yeah, it smells.
And
it's rad.
It smells like an apple juice and peach juice, like snow cone or something.
Yeah.
It does smell really. It smells. Yeah, it smells rather nice. Did you smell? Did you smell it of his?
A little bit
Smell
here.
this.
We'll get the.
It's a different world.
Yeah, it's different. It's okay. Anyway. Yeah, smells pretty nice.
I like it better with this glass.
Shout out to Nick
There
the
we go.
Winery.
There we go.
That's all.
I think at the price point this wine was.
How much
was
is
good.
it?
It was like $15, $16 or something like that.
Yeah, that's real good.
If you like Riesling and live in Oregon, buy a bottle of this wine.
Yeah.
This
Tasty.
is fantastic.
Yeah, the acidity in it is like super awesome. Like it's just not too over the top and sour, but it just rounds out that nice like honey pear like magic rocky awesomeness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like the acid is in a really good place. It's very well balanced with the amount of sugar that it's got.
Yep.
Right, so you've got like the fruit characteristics on the front end, and as the wine finishes, like they all sort of in together rather than like the acid being like the main contributing thing that's left over in the finish or the sugar being too much. Like it's really quite a clean wine despite the amount of sugar it's got. They said it was off dry. They didn't give me an actual number as far as residual sugar, but
Yeah, if you're a sugar hater, like definitely don't bother, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to be enjoying the sweeter side of Riesling. It's not like
if you like cabinet Riesling.
Yeah, it's perfect.
sure, yeah, sweet side. I'm leaning more toward a little Linden torch Spaleza too, but not dry, but cool. And I think man, the complexity of the fruit on the palate, like there's a little bit of evolution
Mhm.
as it works its way through.
Yeah, it's
They got something really nice going on here. Yeah.
Agreed. I don't know what Melrose has done with their Riesling program, but it's turned out a few good wines. And I will say that the 2013 Riesling in particular has been one that I thought was a lot better than the previous vintages. Because I've gone in there multiple times and I tried their entire lineup when I go in. But the previous vintages didn't strike me as much as this one did. And I think it's because they try to go even drier, I think, most of the time.
Okay.
And this one, they said they had to leave more sugar in it or something like that. And I
Yeah,
was
they
like,
said it was really high. I could see that.
right. But as soon as I said you have to late harvest, they're like, no, try this. And I was
Mhm.
like, you got me. So, 88 point wine for me.
Yeah.
88 plus, somewhere in there. Be interested to hold on to a couple bottles, honestly, just to see what they turn
What
into
happens,
after
yeah.
like 4 or 5 years. Because this is nice.
I'm going to go 90 points on it. I'm really feeling this. I think a little bit of evolution on the palate. I'm getting like floral notes. The way it finishes is really clean. A little bit of acidity. A number of times, both while smelling it and drinking it, I'm like, oh, this reminds me of German experiences.
It is.
Which isn't something I find myself saying a lot, especially from less well-known vineyards. Right, half the price of the other 2 bottles on the table.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, if I see that Brandborg from Southern Oregon is making its way into markets up here, and I've had
Those are the people in Elkton.
sure,
Yeah. So a little further up the Umpqua Valley and more towards the coast.
and I've had good experiences with their Rieslings before, but this is totally noteworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Super nice. It's like it's got a lot of the Mosel characteristics, like the light petrol, the crushed rocks, and like just that acid is just killing it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I'm happy with it.
Roseburg.
Yeah, Roseburg. I'm
for
glad,
days.
I'm glad my hometown is putting out.
Gina, I know you watch these. Go drink some of their wine.
Yeah,
Go visit.
go
visit them.
Go taste there soon.
Yeah.
She actually does go out there and taste fairly
Good,
often.
good brands here.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I'm like the wine fairy, just
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this
splashing it out.
juice. I love this stuff.
All right, so
Tough act to follow, but this is like an off dry or little sweet Riesling as well, right?
And it's a classic. It's a classic fan favorite too.
yeah, this is I believe off dry.
Yeah.
Slightly off dry expression of Riesling. The 2009 Pashey,
Yep.
pronounce it. They don't do this wine They don't make this wine anymore. But I really thought Trisaetum is a fantastic outfit when it comes to Riesling, right? They put a lot of love and effort into it.
Yep.
I thought it was super cool they were doing single vineyard Rieslings. Now I know these go to they do some blending with them, right, to really make the wine as perfect or what they.
Well, the estate is the blend, but they still do single vineyards, dry and off dry from all 3 of their single vineyard sites. Yeah. Yep. And the estate, and then the estate's reserve is the blend. Yeah.
Dan's learning me right now because
There
I
we go.
didn't know. All right, is that like with the coastal?
Yeah,
whatever?
Coastal's estate, single vineyard. Coastal's
Okay,
single
I
vineyard.
didn't realize those were single vineyards.
Yep.
So
Yep.
okay. All right, so I'm learning. But we did this wine on the show a while back. I think it was corked.
Then they sent us another one, and we loved it.
Yep. And
But that was, I think, in 2011.
correct. And so here we are. This bottle I bought, I think, and I had in storage for a long time, for 4 or 5 years, and wanted to share it over food. But I thought, with the lineup we've got going here, hang out with some bros and drink some.
That's kind of fun to think about too. I think we were all doing quite a bit better than we were in 2011.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
Yeah.
Some of us.
Word.
Yeah.
I'm doing great.
Your basement's not falling out from under your house anymore.
That is true. That's true. There's no more black mold. It's
Right,
great.
right.
So.
That's good.
We're not.
Chaz isn't heating his bedroom with his computer anymore.
Folding it home, baby. Still crushing away.
Yeah,
Do you still fold at home?
I do.
Nice.
I
Nice.
can't let it go.
Throw comments. If any of you do folding at home, throw that in the comments.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard it folding at home?
Yeah.
Let me know when you did it.
Post your team and your score.
Yeah.
See where you at.
What's your team?
SA Goons, who still
Alright.
was part of something awful. Our username was Oregoons.
Yep.
No, it still is, and we're like 500th in the world as a user. So we're still up there. It's
Yeah.
kind of cool. Anyway,
Changing the game.
yeah, back to the wine.
Trisaetum Pashey, 2009.
This is like aged pretty sick. It's like caramel, a little bit of
a little bit of
caramel
caramel
on
coming on the nose. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Still like lots of lemons though. It's like caramely lemon. Fuck. This is. Yeah, I love this wine.
It's good idea.
It's almost like
You know, I'm
like
making it you.
creme brulee on top of like a lemon pie or something. You know what I mean? Like-
Citrus creme brulee, like the
Yeah.
little lemon zest over the top. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice nose, nice clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
It smells good.
Yeah, plenty of apples on the sweet apples on the palate.
Very
Nice.
youthful apples on the palate too.
Yeah, I would not guess the age of this at all.
It's a young Honeycrisp apple
Yeah.
almost.
The nose shows a little bit of the age, but man, the palate is like super fresh. It's on fleek.
We're gonna start just like using your face in quotes for ratings. Yeah.
Oh man. So
A little floral thing here too. Yeah.
one thing I like about this as opposed to the Melrose is that the way there's a lot more intensity to the finish.
Yeah.
Right. Like this one.
I agree.
The acidity like still kicks it in the back of your throat and just lingers.
Right.
Yeah.
Along with like sort of like that's the sort of like a tart Honeycrisp or maybe like a Granny Smith apple and like a little bit of citrus, but it's just the way that like I'm still tasting it actually. Like, it's a very very long finish. But the overall wine honestly is a little straightforward on the palate.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's got some complexity, but man, the way that this finishes and the way that the acid and sugar linger, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I don't think it's nearly as balanced as the Melrose was. I thought the Melrose balance was like perfect, right? It's that sweet spot. This one's still a little bit like much on the acidity up front, but the linger on the acid at the end is like really really cool. Do that, so
really
it's kind of
nice.
goes.
Yeah, it definitely dries things out later. But there's plenty of sweetness where I think it needs that. I'm getting a little bit of that caramel flavor as I have multiple sips sitting on the mid palate, kind of with the apples. But the apples are delicious, right? Really good full flavor on that fruit.
A little bit of the age does show through now that I'm taking multiple sips.
Just a hair.
Just a hair. Yeah.
In a really good way. I think a lot of times I have Riesling that has some age on it, and I get kind of an overabundance of that
Just cardboard
kind of
all over
dried
your
fruit.
face. Yeah.
Yeah.
or caramel, and you're like, yeah, I kind of missed the boat. This is a great example of one that hasn't gone too far, right? Showing some nice aging characteristics and.
You said cardboard on
Right,
like
right.
old wines?
Yeah, and some of the older ones.
It reminds me of like when you open an old book in a library
Yeah.
or something, like a really old book, that smell. That's what I smell in like old, like wine that's gone too far.
Or it's gone too far on the Riesling side, especially. Yeah, it gets just super cardboardy.
When we did that, we hung out one time and we had a 87 Knudsen Erath Riesling.
Yeah.
And that thing smelled like an old book. It smelled just like an old dictionary to me. I was like, I don't.
To be fair, Carl bought it at a garage sale.
Then that was awesome.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
The fact that he found that at a
And the
garage
fact that
sale.
we could still drink it.
Yeah.
It wasn't garbage. You know, it was like I think we finished more than half the bottle.
And that was back when it was Knudsen Erath, not just Erath.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a fantastic wine. Stepping it up a little bit more for me, just because I like the intensity here.
Sure.
I agree with you on the balance, but I just like
It's good.
the components here a little more. 89 points for me. Yeah.
Chaz is the stimulant today. I'm gonna go 90
Yeah.
points again. It's a very different experience, though. This is definitely
is.
a little more high tone, a little more floral, a little more fresh, right? A little bit of the aging characteristics show here. This is bigger in every dimension, I feel like, but the flavors are still good and interesting, and they last for a long time. And I feel really good after drinking it, right? I'm just like, yeah, I want to have more glass. I want to hang out. I want to drink some of this.
I want to
Right?
eat some curry or something.
Yeah,
Like I'm actually, I'm kind of sad that we didn't take this to like lemongrass.
Oh, this would be
because
really
this
good
would
on
crush
Yeah.
lemongrass. It's been so good.
Yeah. No, I dig it. I think like I like the Melrose just a little bit more for the balance of it, but it's not bad. Like it's really good, and I would drink the hell out of this, and I always do drink the hell out of this. It's really really good. So
Yeah.
cool.
That's our show.
Cool. Yeah, this is a good time tonight.
Yeah.
Question of the day.
Question of the day.
What's your favorite Melrose Place episode?
Oh man.
I know that it exists. I'm not sure that I've ever watched a single episode of that. How old were you when that was running?
Like 2.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Melrose Place. I turned that off, but I did watch 90210 for a little while.
Yeah.
Well,
Couldn't help it.
some of you folks watching the show are a little older than we are, so maybe
That
you
was
got
on when
answers,
we were teenagers. Old enough to understand like
man.
I wasn't here.
drama and interpersonal conflict. And
1992, roughly.
I live in a rural location. I have very limited television stations.
Ah,
Shout outs.
good
We've
point.
got a ton of interactions, and we've had interviews. We haven't had a chance to do shout outs lately.
Yep.
A lot of names that you all know. We're just going to run them off. Paul Willenberg, thanks again for that sushi show
Thank
and
you,
for all
Paul.
the shares. That's been a big hit. We've really enjoyed doing the show, and we've really been enjoying the follow up to it.
Yep.
David Paris, you've been killing it on comments. John Moser, you guys have been.
He got strong opinions.
Yeah. You guys have been participating in stuff forever,
David,
but it's
come over
been
soon.
Yeah.
good, thoughtful comments over the last, I don't know, half dozen shows or something like that. It's
Totally.
great.
Really appreciate
If you're not participating in the comments at this point, you're missing out. Get in there. Taylor Allen Davis III, Matt, Joel Streech. It's been years. I'm
We
glad.
gotta bring some wine with him on shows.
Yeah, that would be a good time.
He likes
That'd be
wine.
a good time. Yeah. Thanks for liking the photo, Barnaby Tuttle and Casey DeCastro. That's who's on the top of our list tonight. Maybe it's you next week. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Buenas noches.